This time with John Scourse at Queanbeyan. Once again, he is Wayne Harris.
Well, didn't take John Scourse long to get back in the winner's circle. Bit unlucky in the race earlier, but struck back there, John.
Yes, he's a nice horse, Stan Mark, and he had a nice run in the lead. Wayne, he was just too good. Other one was probably a little bit unlucky. She got hit over the head a few times in the closing stages and just missed.
Just come back from an injury, pretty bad one too.
Yeah, they're never good, but this was a real nuisance. I done my ribs, and very hard. There's no therapy you can do for ribs. You just have to sit back and be patient, and the horses are all winning in the meantime, and compo's very slow.
Well, as you say, you've only been back riding work for a week. You knocked up a little bit then, but you'll be raring to go. Try to find another one here. Win score, got a good chance.
He's got a great chance. He's a fast horse, which he'll need to, because he's drawn badly, and it's a very poor start to draw wide. And there's quite a bit of speed in the race as well, Wayne. But his maiden win was over at Canberra, and he beat Calais, and that's strong form. It's worked out. Calais won a maiden and beaten subsequent other winners like Pelikanos, and those are horses that look like going through their classes like this fellow. And when he was beaten at Goulburn on the opening day, Jesttique beat him, and its form in the provincials has also been very strong. So first up, he should go really well if he has a bit of luck.
Later in the day, the two main races, Blazer in the Thunderbolt and Sporting in the Cup. They both got good chances as well. Could it be a good big day for John Scourse?
It could be a whopper. I'm glad they're fit. They might have to carry me a bit harder, but they're both good rides. Blazer drawn a little bit wide, but with a real speed duel that they should have. If I can get a little bit of luck behind them and the right cover and into the clear at the right time, he's definitely got the ability to win the race. And of course, Sporting's never been going better.
Mate, I know you're a good studier of form. What does the one to beat in the Cup?
It's definitely Star of Windsor. He's got the on-track form, which is important here, and he's very well weighted. He's got Jim Byrne from Brisbane to ride him, and he's definitely a clear second pick to me in front of El Zabana if he can get round the track.
On the away and racing from the inside, Smooth Turbo began quickly. It's the early leader in the rush to the first turn. Deep Out Nature time going forward. The favourite Folding Notes is easing.
Maybe maidens aren't our go, Wayne, because you stepped into the Class 2 and picked them 1, 2, 3, not only in saddlecloth numbers but in order as well.
Yeah, tricky race, especially here on this track here. You've just got to find the right horses, or they find you.
Well, you're firing now. How do we step into race 4?
Yeah, I've gone for the top weight here, Snippets Gold. It's trained on the track. Bolted in last start when it was rooming from a spell. It was a nice win. For the dangers of his four-spirited ability. Did run second to Sports Brat last preparation. It's 2 runs this time in have been good. Did win first up at Canberra. I give number 2 Win Score. Johnny Score seemed pretty keen on its chances. Do give it a good chance. So I've gone 1, 4 and 2.
Good on you, Wayne. Hope we can get a race-to-race double because they're set at Naracoorte. Here's Brenton Yates.
Waiting for the light.
Electrical system of the stall. Now he's coming back towards his dispatch point. This is the Clary Connors Class 1. Small Town Boy stands up. Tonta Finn. Now the starter alongside of the barrier stalls here. Now he's gone behind the stalls. I'm not sure what the problem is. Snippets Gold stands up. There must be a problem there somewhere. This could be a manual start here. Still no start. Red Mill stands up well. Calypso Ruler. Small Town Boy. Fairy Jester. Matthew Carl's mount. They must. Oh, he's climbing up alongside of the stalls. So it looks as though it's a manual start here. Gates open, and that was a very good start indeed. Dancing with Error got away well. Choosy is prominent, so too is Ferry Jester, Tonta Finn. Not too far away was Spirited Ability, followed further back then Calypso Ruler. Back centre field was Taralang, further back behind those Red Mill. Well back behind those then down on the inside Snippets Gold, and further back to Pluminel Broomer. Seattle Rockers second last, and Wind Squallers last of all. They've got about 750 metres to go, the leader Dancing with Error. Now Tonta Finn is running second. second, Shurzy is third. A break behind those fourth, Fairy Jester, followed by Spirited Ability down on the inside. Back centre field was Tara Lang, followed by Small Town Boy. Snippets Gold on the inside, giving the leaders a big start. Well back was Red Mill as they race towards the turn, followed by Wind Squall. He's a mile back on the turn, followed by Pluminel Broom and then Seattle Rock. But around the turn, 350 metres to go, and Dancing with Her a shot away at the top of the straight. About two in front of Jersey, followed by Fairy Jester down on the inside. In behind those Spirited Abilities running on, and the next one was Tonafin. Dancing with Her is getting tired. Here's Spirited Ability. Spirited Ability is coming very quickly, and also Choosy and Fairy Jester, but it's all Spirited Ability racing away, and Spirited Ability is won by a big space. Fairy Jester second. Now third, Snippets Gold, followed by Choosy fourth. Then Seattle Rock, followed by Dancing with Her, Red Mill. In behind those, Wind Squall, followed by Calypso Ruler. Well back was Pluminel Broomer, Small Town Boy, and Tara Lang and Totta Finn, the last pair across the line.
Number 4, Spirited Ability, gets home at $632. Over 7, Fairy Jester, $440. Did you spy Snippets Gold? I did. $130. It ran third. 4, 7 and 1. Flemington and Tributes at $23. Shazoo, $870. My Sienna at $440. Card Queen at $33. Sheltnot at $4.40. The Golden Dane is at $520. Then City Recruit at $30. Forest Express $21. 560 Pareto, Orange Grove at 14 and others over 20s for this Coolmore Vanity for the 3-year-old fillies. And they're about to move them in there.
This is the Coolmore Vanity. The gates are back and My Sienna pinged away on the inside. Pareto got away fast and so did the Golden Dane. Forest Express. Sheltnot is settling just behind the leading horses now. The Golden Dane doing some work early to find the lead at the 1200. Pareto goes with her. They lead My Sienna by a length now, and then Sheltnot and Forest Express improving wider out. Wonder City Recruit, a length Shazoo over on the inside from Orange Grove, and then Tributes and Card Queen and 2 Grand Etchezo. 900 to go now, and Pareto found the lead. Crossed over to the rail in front from the Golden Dane, and Forest Express out 3 wide third. 2 lengths My Sienna, who enjoys a lovely trail, fourth on the inside. Sheltnot in a good spot as well in the orange colours. 1.5 Shazoo as they neared the turn from City Recruit, Orange Grove. Then Tributes down on the inside from Card Queen and Grand Etchezo as they corner at the 500. Pareto on the rail and the Golden Dane around the bend in front of Forest Express. My Sienna in the dark blue needing to get a run at them. Then Sheltnot, who's hard ridden down by the 400. Card Queen going for runs on the inside, and Shazoo not quite in the clear at the 300, and the Golden Dane moved up to Pareto. They lead a length and a half to Forest Express, running a bold race, and here's Shazoo. She's in the clear and sprinting hard on the outside right across the track. 4 of them. Forest Express put the head in front. Shazoo coming at her. Shazoo and Forest Express, they hit the line. Forest Express just beat Shazoo. Great win. And behind them the Golden Dane, I think, held third on the inside. City Recruit ran on well from Pareto, My Sienna, and not far behind those were Tributes, followed by Card Queen. Sheltnot didn't go on. Orange Grove at the tail end of the field, and Grand Etchezo last throughout. Judge might call for a photo here. No, straight in the frame it goes. Number 8, Forest Express, ridden by Shane Dye. Never on the track, worked the whole way, wanted to hang in a little over the concluding stages, but a big win. Second to number 2, Shazoo, ridden by Patrick Payne. Grand run from this little filly with 57.5 kilos, conceding 3.5 to the winner on the line. And third to the Golden Dane, number 6. It's 8, 2 and 6, and they've run 1:21.9. Well, that's a big win. Forest Express, she shared the pace and really worked hard all of the way outside the Golden Dane and Pareto. Then got the better of them. Shazoo was just held up getting into the clear in the last couple of 100 metres, and in a bobbing go she's just gone under the inside. Forest Express winning by a short half head and no more. It's her first run back since tackling the Wakeful. She's only had the 1 win in her career prior to today, but had been multiply group placed, and she just might have turned the corner here, this big filly.
Our Queanbeyan Cup Day to Wayne Harris.
Thanks, Chris. Back at Queanbeyan. Well, one boy that they take him as their own. He was born and bred in the area, is Nathan Stanley. He's come back here to ride at recent weeks, and he's got a few decent rides here today. But you start off with Frank Cleary, and then you went to Jack Denham, Nathan.
Yeah, it's first started my apprenticeship with Frank, and spent a few years with him. Then I got the opportunity to go and be apprenticed to Jack Denham, and had a lot of success with Jack, and I made a move to the Gold Coast, which was probably a bad one. Ended up in Melbourne, had a good trot there and things just went a bit quiet of late, so I decided to come back to Sydney and getting a few rides now, so it's good.
A couple of nice rides here today, Shining Buccaneer in the Thunderbolt and Mr Volcanic in the Cup. They both look like they've got good chances.
Yeah, definitely. Shining Buccaneer, I mean, he's obviously a speed horse and Neville Voigt's brought him down to Queanbeyan, so they don't take trips for no reason. And Mr Volcanic, who raced Thursday night and run a creditable fourth, I think he over-raced a little bit that night, and backing up today, I think he'll be spot on. I think he'll be right in the finish.
You race up handy too, which is a big advantage here on this track.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't think he's raced at the track, but being handy on this track is a big plus, yeah.
Plenty of local support for you, mate, if you can get him home.
Yeah, all the family, yeah, so we'll try and get him home.
That's great, mate. Well, good luck. Hope you can win the Cup.
Thanks, Wayne.
Thanks, Nathan. Yeah, Nathan Stanley, and do take note that Mr Volcanic did run at Canterbury on Thursday night and run a nice race, and Nathan seems to think he'll run better here today.
OK, we'll take the tip. Thank you, Wayne. And to Nathan, good luck to him. To Tura, they are making a good line for this 5th event. Warman is the favourite at 3.30. Over 3 Oberlek at 3.50. 5.10 pay the Toms. Cooter Knights at 6.30. And then down to 9.70 Malice and
Pom girls, you'll have to settle for Wayne Harris's thoughts on the next race.
Yeah, right, I'm going to put number 1 on top of Whimsy. Nice second win resuming at Goulburn last start. Very speedy. She's never been around the track, but that will be to her advantage. She's got a nice 3 kilo claim for Scott Pollard. The dangers that come from number 2, Gidgee Cold. It's trained on the track here. I do think it'll run quite well. And number 3, Speedy Leaf. It's only lightly raced. It's first up today, but did win very well its first run in the race. Was spelled after its disappointing next run. It looks pretty forward here today, so I'll put 1, 2 and 3, Rod.
Good on you, Wayne. Wayne sticking with the handicapper. 1, 2 and 3 for the upcoming race at Queanbeyan. This is race 5. We're in the countdown towards the Cup. Thanks, Chris.
OK, thanks to Rod and Wayne at Queanbeyan, as we are getting closer to the Cup, which is race 7 on the card at 4:45 Eastern. Burning Rage, 4.50, the favourite at Queanbeyan here, over Whimsy at 4.60. Wayne's tip there. Vision Quest at 7.80, Gidgee Coles 9.40, Speedy Leaf at 10, and More Often at 10. So they're moving in. Flemington, race 6 coming up, and for the 3-year-olds, Joker's Wilds at 4.80. Rory's Power at 10 and Julius 10 and Tears Royal at 11. Storm Tossed at $4, Tiger Eye 6.30, Trend Master at 4.90. There's come in a couple, 18 for Geese Card and 57 for the 9. At Queanbeyan, they're almost set now, 12 going around in this 5th event at Class 2, as we take you back once again to Tony Campbell.
And they're moving in well. Now, waiting on Speedy Leaf. Manual starts for the rest of the day, please note. Manual starts here. Now, Speedy Leaf, Seattle Sound, Tansadet stands up, Vision Quest. Proud Persian in line, Alabama Bound. Just about set. No, Speedy Leaf not quite in as yet. Starter alongside of the stalls. Now they're just about set. They're away and racing and getting out very well. Fashion Lady out wide, and also Speedy Leaf closer down towards the centre. Vision Quest is bursting through, and Burning Rage a good charge for the lead. Then Seattle Sound followed by Whimsy, Proud Persian and Gidgee Cole as they settle fully into stride and race up the side of the track. And Burning Rage on the outside draws out about a length in front. Vision Quest, Fashion Lady, then Speedy Leaf, Seattle Sound down on the inside, followed by Gidgee Cole 3 wide. In between runners as they race up towards the turn, Whimsy followed by More Often. Alabama Bound as well back, followed by Opera Serenade, Tansadet and Proud Persian last of all, but around the turn and Burning Rage well clear at the top of the straight, 2 in front. Vision Quest is giving chase, followed then by Fashion Lady. Seattle Sound down towards the inside, Gidgee Cole down the centre, and then Opera Serenade with 150 metres to go. Vision Quest has exploded to the lead. Vision Quest raced away, followed then by Fashion Lady, and down the outside late as Opera Serenade, but it's all Vision Quest, and Vision Quest races away to win it well. Now Fashion Lady second, close for third, Opera Serenade or Tansadet close up behind those Burning Rage, then Seattle Sound, in behind those Speedy Leaf, followed by Alabama Bound, Gidgee Cole, well back Whimsy, followed by More Often, and one of the last was Proud Persian.
Easy win that. Vision Quest at 7.53.20, defeating the 4 Fashion Lady, and a photo for third after the running of race 5 at Queanbeyan. Now Flemington coming up with Joker's Wild 4.90, Rory's Power 11, Julius at 10 and Tears Royal 11. Storm Tossed $4, Tiger Eye 5.70, Trend Master at 4.70. 20s for the 8, and the other ones are roughy, so they give quite a few a chance in this 3-year-old sprint over the 1,000. And they're going to the barriers at Devonport for the 5th as well. That's about 5 minutes off there. We'll bring you that race. Now, 3rd at Queanbeyan has gone to 9, Opera Serenade, which makes it a pretty good trifecta coming up, 7, 4 and 9. Narracourt Divs and 4...
So they're all in. Storm Tossed is the top pick, drawn in 7. Off they go. Oh, dipped a little at the start there. Storm Tossed didn't begin all that well. Circa Patriarch Julius outside it began fast. Joker's Wild flew out down to the inside. Trendsetter is settling just off them as they settle down. Tears Royal dropped out to be last by the 800. And here it's Storm Tossed taking over the running from Circa Patriarch outside at Joker's Wild. About a length back on the inside. Followed further back by Rory's Power, and out wider then is Julius. A length and a half, Giscard and Trendsetter a good way back. Tiger Eye, one of the last down to the inside, and Tears Royal. As they went by the 500 metres, Storm Tossed in the middle of the leader from Circa Patriarch. It's outside, and Joker's Wild trying to push up on the fence. Just behind those, Julius on the outside, followed by Rory's Power, Giscard, and then a gap to Tiger Eye and Trendsetter. Inside the 200 metres now, Joker's Wild got up on the inside, but Giscard is coming home hard with Julius. Giscard out wider, swept on the front, drew a length and a half clear, and Giscard draws away to win it by 2 lengths. Photo for the minors between Julius, the fast finishing Tiger Eye, Joker's Wild on the inside, Rory's Power just behind them, closely followed then by Trendsetter, who came home when it was all over out wide. In behind those then to finish was Storm Tossed, which weakened, and then Tears Royal, and back to the tail end of the field was Circa Patriarch. Giscard has stormed down the middle of the track to win, ridden by Jason Patton, trained by Midge Didham, and he posts his first win. Number 8, Giscard, having his first start since the middle of November. Second goes to 6, Tiger Eye. He really swallowed them up out wide. Got a long way back on the inside and worked to the line strongly over an unsuitable distance. And third, number 3, Julius. It's a great photo for the minors there. They've run 56.9 for the 1,000 metres, nearly a second behind Testaross's mark earlier today. It's 8, 6 and 3. Joker's Wild ran 4th, number 1. 8, 6 and 3, 56.9 on race number 6. Well, Giscard is the winner. He is by Kenny Lad from John Zemmer. And first up from a spell, he's going to pay about $15.70 and $3.90. Run of the race is Tiger Eye. He's got group performances, this horse. 1,000 metres inside gate was always going to be his worry. But when he got into the clear, he was the big finisher in the race. And the one to follow in it, no doubt. He's going to win some races, Tiger Eye. But taking it out is Giscard. And I guess the quad is starting to look pretty healthy now. We've got 13 in the first leg. Blue Pharaoh was the favourite. Forest Express put some value in the Vanity, and Giscard will certainly put more value into it here. Jason Patton, the winning rider, sweated up a little on the way to the barriers, but just blew them apart in the last little bit. Storm Tossed didn't begin well, then mustered pace to sit on the speed, and weakened in the last 100 metres or so. But no doubt the run of the race came from Tiger Eye in second place. Here are the totes. Giscard has paid $15.70 and $3.90. Tiger Eye $2.20 and Julius $3. $15.70 and $3.90 to win it. $2.20 second, $3 third. Quinella $33.40. Exacta $140 even. Trifecta $805.30 on 863.
And a good performance there, maiden up until that point.
Hope we haven't just missed him. He's just ridden the last win here on Burning Rage. Brett, this horse has caught everyone's imagination, Sports. Brett, how good is he?
He's very good, I think. Like, when he learns, like, how to gallop properly anyway, like, he's still got a lot of learning growing to do, so...
He went from a maiden win, Class 1, Class 6, and then ran a very cheeky race at Rosehill the other day, quite a strong field. That's pretty good horse that can do things like that.
Yeah, it is. Like, with a bit of luck last start, he would have won. Like, just a barrier, I think, that caught him, you know, like, got a bit tired the last bit, but...
What do you think will be the hardest horse to beat in that race today?
You'd have to say Blazer. Like, Blazer for sure, yeah.
You also got an interesting ride in the last race, Tons of Loot. Pretty smart galloper, but hasn't run for quite a long while.
Yeah, he hasn't run for a while. He's had a few problems, but, like, we've taken our time with him and think he's back to...
A couple of nice rides here, mate, so I hope you can ride the winner for us, and we'll be cheering you home anyway.
OK, thanks a lot.
You got a good run for Amanda Langler, don't you?
Yeah, I do, yeah. She's been good to me, so...
1,000 the journey.
Day at Queanbeyan on Cup Day, and as we say so many times, the sponsors are all important. And with me now is the General Manager of the Parramatta Park Royal, Nicholas Bottolari. Well, Nick, you just sponsored that last race, and you do have quite an involvement in racing.
We do. We've been sponsoring country racing for 3 years now. This is our 3rd year, and it's very exciting for us to do so. Obviously, where the Park Royal Parramatta is very close to Rose Hill, the Rose Hill racetrack, and we find this is a great opportunity to come out to the country and highlight our hotel.
Spread the good word.
Absolutely.
Now, you've got an interesting innovation at the Parramatta Park Royal.
Well, we have. This year we're very excited about a new passport. We're calling it the Rose Hill Race Package Passport, where people staying on the package can get points when they stay, and then when they get a certain number of points, they actually can get a free night stay at the hotel on the race hill package.
Well, that's something worthwhile doing.
Well, we think so. I think that obviously you don't get something for nothing, but in this case you do. You know, you stay. We worked out that if you stay 5 or 6 times, you'll get a free night stay. So for every 6 nights, you get 1 night free.
Well, you're putting something back. Well, Nick, thanks very much for your involvement here at Queanbeyan, and hope that the Rose Hill
the Rose Hill Race Package, that's the one. Passport.
The Rose Hill Race Package Passport.
That's the one. What a tongue twister, yeah. That's fantastic, yes. We're very proud of it. Yeah.
Long as people get to the Parramatta Park Royal.
That's the one. Thank you very much.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Nicholas Bottolari talking with us there. He's the General Manager of the Parramatta Park Royal.
Okay, thanks, Rod, as the action continues today on Cup Day at Queanbeyan. Now, to Tira's is Rod and Wayne.
Yeah, good on you, Chris. The Thunderbolt coming up. Wayne, how do you see the race?
Rod, it's a very hard race here, but there's a pretty smart horse, number 11, Sports Brat. Only very lightly raced, led them up, led him a merry chase last start at Rose Hill, won his first 3 starts before that. Put him on top of number 3, Blazer. Best I've ever seen him look from the Barbie Joseph stable. Awkward Barrier, it's a bit of a worry. 2 Strike Time, been racing very well, not much luck last start at Rose Hill. Won at Randwick before that. Number 12, Try Gold, been very, very consistent. I had to throw 4 of them in, Rod, 11, 3, 2 and 12.
All right, Wayne, well, good luck. And, of course, this race is vital because if the trainer can win the Thunderbolt and the Cup, Toyota car on the way.
Yeah, and they'll be buying us a drink afterwards, I think.
Good man. Wayne Harris there with his thoughts on the feature sprint today, the Thunderbolt, and we're only 1 race off the Toyota Queanbeyan Cup, Chris.
Yeah, 2 good races in a row coming up there, thanks to Rod and Wayne, trackside at Queanbeyan. Set at Narra.
Now the starter coming round, manual starts. They're under starters' orders now. 1,000 metres the journey. Sports Brat favourite, locally trained. Money for Blazer and Try Gold, trained by Clary Connors. They're set. Starter holds them. Racing in the Thunderbolt, a good level start, and Sports Brat and Horse of War out wide got away well, and Northsiders burning up along the inside and Loring not too far away. In behind those, Strike Time followed further back to Bangara, Try Gold, and Guarded Lovers last of all. They're flying out in front as they race up with about 700 to go, where it's Loring on the inside. Loring just in front, followed then by Bold Buccaneer on the outside. In between those, Sports Brat, there's a line of 3 Northsiders there. Northsiders the one up in the lead, followed further back in the field, Blazer. In behind those as they race towards the turn, Horse of War, and out wide Sports Brat is running on, followed by Bangara. Strike Time is back, followed by Guarded Love and Try Gold. In the straight, they've got about 300 to go, and Loring on the inside is the leader. Northsiders trying hard, angling for a run. Blazer down on the inside, and Horse of War coming down the centre, and out wide putting in a run with Sports Brat. It's Loring taken on now by Sports Brat out wide, and Blazer between those flying. It's Blazer going out after Loring. They hit the line. Blazer, a nose over Loring. In third place was Sports Brat, followed then by Horse of War, Try Gold. Further back on the track there was Guarded Love, followed then by Bangara, Bold Buccaneer. Pulling up quickly was Northside, then Try Gold and Strike Time. Oh, tremendous finish, but Blazer has got there by the proverbial. Number 3, Blazer, will be the winner, ridden by John Scourse. The time for the race, 57.61. 57.61. Standing by, the judge will probably call for the photo, but it was a tremendous race. The mix 106.3 Thunderbolt. And I think Blazer will get this just ahead of Loring. Out wide, Sports Brat running on with Horse of War. But it was a good ride by Johnny Scorse on Blazer, trained by Barbara Joseph. Number 3 is the winner. Number 3 is the winner, Blazer, ridden by John Scorse, trained by Barbara Joseph. A brown gelding 4 by Molokai Prince out of Up Dancing, raced by Mrs. L.J. D.G. Myers, P.H. Joseph, I-Lister A.B. McNevin, Mrs. P.E. Zelyar, Mrs. W.M. Lawler, M.F. McDonald, W.J. Gill and B.P. Canane.
Well, there's Happy Barbara Joseph's trained a winning double. Should have been a treble. She had one certainly beaten there earlier on, Blue Tiki, and should have been a treble, but she's got the double up after 6. And I think they were saying that if she can train the winner of the Cup as well, that she wins that wonderful Toyota. And she does have a big chance in the Cup too with Sporting. Anyhow, she's great for racing, Barbara, and she's won there with Johnny Scorse again, with number 3 Blazer just getting there in the Thunderbolt. Good performance. Now at Flemington, the big one, second big one of the day, the Blamey, and this is a good field with Oliver Twist the fave over Arimathea, Noirseer, and then Royal Voyage, Vale and Sirinelg as they start to move in over the 1600. Flemington Narracourt Divs, 1 Bronze Roulette, 310 160. 2 Persian Lake, 210, 3 Chappie 150, Quinella 1280, the 1-2-3 trifecta 5240 on race 5 Narracourt. Sunshine Coast and Tony Brassel's tip in the next is 8 Tight Squeeze, Kenny Pope's riding, and it's showing good odds of 930. Number 1 Kenstar 210, Merry Dancer 520, Central Arena at 410, 16 for Charame rather. Victory Supreme 14, Tight Squeeze at 930, 31s for Bella Daneka. 1, 2, 4 are the tips there from Paul. Okay, Blamey Stakes, 10 going around over the 1600 as we take you back to Greg Miles.
Favourite Oliver Twist moved in. Sirinelg is coming up for Luke Carey, and Royal Voyage will be the last to move in. Royal Voyage and Arimathea got caught in that traffic jam close to the line in the race Oliver Twist won, but he meets them better at the weights. Arimathea looked particularly well. Here's Royal Voyage coming up to complete the lineup for the Blamey. Group 2, 1600, they're set to run. Off. Arimathea jumped very well towards the inside. Oliver Twist got away well, and so did Big Mac. Withdrawn is going forward early. Streak dropping back in behind them in the early part, and Royal Voyage goes forward. As they went to the 1400, Withdrawn found the lead, a length and a half clear. Oliver Twist is booting up into second placing. Arimathea is third, the inside in the blue colours, followed by Big Mac. A length to Royal Voyage, fifth there, trailed by Noirseer outside Sirinelg. 2 to 3 lengths further back, a Streak from Vale and Flirty Bird last of all. As they make their way out towards 1,000, and the leader Withdrawn a little over a length clear. Oliver Twist is second, Arimathea third on the inside of Big Mac, a length to Royal Voyage, tracking 3 wide. Sirinelg down on the rail, followed by Noirseer, 2 to Streak, Vale and Flirty Bird. As they head towards the 800 metre mark, and Withdrawn by a length, Oliver Twist lobbed along pretty well second, Arimathea a cushy run third. Big Mac fourth and Royal Voyage fifth have been that way most of the journey. A length and a half further back, Sirinelg and Noirseer. They're followed by Streak, pulled to the outside, Flirty Bird and Vale last as they corner in the Blamey. At the 500, Withdrawn led from